User experience is how a person feels when using a product or a service. It is not only about design. It is about the full experience, from the first contact to long-term use. User experience includes emotions, understanding, ease, and satisfaction. A good user experience feels simple. The user knows what to do without thinking too much. The product guides the user step by step. When users feel lost or confused, the experience is bad. When users feel confident and comfortable, the experience is good. User experience starts before the user uses the product. It begins with the first message, the first ad, or the first visit to a website. Expectations are created early. If the product does not match these expectations, users feel disappointed. Matching expectations is very important. Clarity is a key part of user experience. Clear language helps users understand actions and options. Buttons should be easy to understand. Messages should explain what will happen next. Clear communication reduces stress and errors. Another important part is usability. Usability means how easy it is to use something. A usable product does not require training. Users can learn by doing. Good usability saves time and reduces frustration. Slow products create negative feelings. People expect fast responses. Pages should load quickly. Actions should feel immediate. Speed affects trust and satisfaction. Consistency plays a big role. When elements look and behave the same way, users feel safe. They know what to expect. Changing patterns creates confusion. Consistency reduces cognitive effort. User experience must consider different users. Not all users are the same. Some are new. Some are experienced. Some use desktop. Some use mobile. Good experiences adapt to different situations. Feedback is essential. When a user takes an action, the product should respond. This can be a message, an animation, or a confirmation. Feedback helps users understand that the system is working. Another important concept is friction. Friction is anything that makes progress harder. Long forms, too many steps, or unclear instructions increase friction. Good user experience reduces friction as much as possible. User experience is also emotional. People want to feel in control. They want to feel successful. Small positive moments, like success messages, improve emotions and satisfaction. Accessibility is part of user experience. Products should be usable by people with different abilities. Simple language, clear contrast, and easy navigation help more users. User experience improves through testing and learning. Teams observe how users behave. They find problems and fix them. Small improvements can create big impact over time. Good user experience supports business goals. When users have a good experience, they stay longer, convert more, and recommend the product. User experience and business success are connected. User experience starts with the user, not with the product. A team must understand who the user is. This includes the user's goals, problems, habits, and expectations. Without this understanding, it is impossible to create a good experience. A good experience feels natural. Users do not need to think too much. They do not need instructions for every step. The product guides them. When users feel confused, the experience becomes stressful. Stress reduces trust. Clear words, clear buttons, and clear actions help users move forward. Users should always know what to do next. When there is uncertainty, users stop or leave. User experience is also about simplicity. Simple layouts help users focus. Simple processes reduce errors. Simplicity does not mean less value. It means less effort for the user. Speed is another critical factor. People expect fast responses. Slow loading times create frustration. Even small delays affect perception. Speed makes the product feel reliable and modern. Consistency helps users learn. When patterns repeat, users feel comfortable. They recognize buttons, colors, and actions. This reduces mental effort and increases confidence. User experience also depends on context. A user on a phone has different needs than a user on a computer. A user in a hurry needs quick answers. Good experiences adapt to these situations. Feedback is essential. Every action should have a response. A click should create a reaction. Feedback tells users that the system understands them. Without feedback, users feel unsure. Errors will happen. Good experiences explain errors clearly. They do not blame the user. They offer solutions and next steps. Emotion is part of user experience. People want to feel safe, capable, and respected. Friendly messages and clear guidance improve emotional response. Accessibility is a core principle. Products should work for people with different abilities. Good contrast, readable text, and simple navigation help everyone. User experience starts before the user touches the product. It starts with the first time the user hears about the company. It can start with an ad, a message, a recommendation, or a search result. At this stage, expectations are created. Expectations are very important. When expectations are clear and realistic, users feel safe. When expectations are unclear or too high, users feel disappointed. After the first contact, the user usually visits a website, an app, or a landing page. This is a critical moment. The user decides very fast if the product feels trustworthy. Clean design, clear language, and simple structure help the user feel confident. Confusion creates doubt. Doubt stops action. User experience is strongly connected to understanding. The user must understand what the product does. The user must understand who the product is for. The user must understand how it helps. If the user does not understand, the experience fails, even if the product is good. Navigation is a key part of the experience. Users should always know where they are and where they can go next. Menus should be simple. Options should be clear. Too many options create confusion. Fewer options create clarity. Language plays a very important role. Simple words are better than complex words. Short sentences are better than long sentences. Clear labels are better than creative labels. Creativity should never reduce clarity. Feedback is necessary at every step. When a user clicks, something should happen. When a user completes an action, there should be confirmation. Feedback creates confidence. Silence creates doubt. Errors are part of every system. A good user experience accepts this. Error messages should be kind and helpful. They should explain what happened and what to do next. Blaming the user creates frustration. Speed is critical. Fast systems feel professional. Slow systems feel unreliable. Even small delays affect perception. Speed improves trust, satisfaction, and engagement. Consistency is another strong foundation. Buttons should look the same everywhere. Actions should work the same way everywhere. Consistency helps users learn faster and feel safe. User experience must adapt to different devices. Mobile users have less space and less time. Desktop users may want more information. Good experiences respect these differences. Emotion is always present. Users want to feel in control. They want to feel successful. Small positive messages like done, success, or you're all set create positive emotions. User experience also includes accessibility. This means designing for people with different abilities. Clear contrast, readable text, and simple interactions help everyone, not only a few users. Onboarding is part of user experience. New users need guidance. They need to understand value quickly. Long and complex onboarding creates drop-off. Simple onboarding creates activation. Good user experience creates business value. Users stay longer. Users convert more. Users recommend the product. Growth becomes easier. Bad user experience creates loss. Users leave. Users complain. Users do not return. Marketing becomes more expensive. When people use a product or a service, they go through many small moments. These moments happen one after another. Together, they create the full experience. This experience decides if people feel comfortable or frustrated, calm or stressed, confident or confused. The experience begins before people start using the product. It starts when they first hear about it. This can happen through an ad, a message, a website, or a recommendation. At this moment, people form expectations. Expectations are very powerful. If reality matches expectations, people feel satisfied. If reality is different, people feel disappointed. When someone opens a website or an app for the first time, they try to understand it very fast. They do not read everything. They scan the screen. They look for clues. They want to know what this product does and if it is useful for them. A clear layout and simple words help a lot at this stage. A good experience reduces effort. People do not want to think too much. They want to act naturally. When actions feel obvious, people move forward. When actions feel unclear, people stop. Stopping often leads to leaving. Every screen should feel purposeful. Nothing should feel random. Buttons should look like buttons. Links should look like links. Important actions should be easy to see. Less important actions should not compete for attention. The journey should feel logical. Step 1 leads to Step 2. Step 2 leads to Step 3. There should be no surprises. Predictable paths make people feel safe. Safety creates trust. Words matter a lot. Simple language helps people understand faster. Short sentences are easier to process. Clear labels reduce mistakes. Clever or funny words can confuse people if they are not clear. Speed plays a big role in how people feel. Fast responses feel professional. Slow responses feel broken. Even a short delay can create frustration. Fast systems feel reliable. Consistency is very important. When things look and work the same way every time, people learn faster. Learning creates confidence. Confidence creates action. Mistakes will happen. People will click the wrong thing. They will enter wrong information. The system should help them recover. Error messages should be calm and helpful. They should explain what happened and what to do next. Feedback is necessary. When someone clicks, something should change. When an action is completed, there should be confirmation. Feedback tells people that the system is working and listening. The experience should respect time. Long processes feel heavy. Short processes feel light. Asking only for necessary information improves completion. Every extra step increases the chance of abandonment. People want to feel in control. They want to review actions. They want to undo mistakes. Control reduces fear and stress. Emotion is always present, even in business tools. People want to feel capable. They want to feel smart. They want to feel successful. Small positive messages can improve these feelings. Accessibility is part of good product usage. Clear contrast, readable text, and simple navigation help more people. This is not only about special cases. It improves quality for everyone. First-time use is a critical moment. New users need guidance. They need to see value quickly. Long X. User experience is everything a user goes through when interacting with a product or service. It is not only one action. It is not only one screen. It is the full journey, from the first moment of awareness to long-term usage. User experience begins with perception. Perception is how the product feels before it is used. This includes the name, the message, the design, and the tone. People create opinions very fast. A clean and simple perception creates confidence. A confusing perception creates doubt. When a user first opens a website or an app, they scan. They do not read everything. They look for signals. These signals include headlines, buttons, spacing, and structure. A good experience guides the eyes and the mind. A bad experience creates overload. Clear hierarchy is essential. Important elements should be easy to see. Less important elements should not compete for attention. Visual order helps users understand what matters. User experience is also about predictability. Users like to know what will happen next. When actions create expected results, trust grows. When actions create surprises, trust breaks. Forms are a common source of bad experience. Long forms ask too much. Good experiences ask only for what is needed. Each field should have a clear reason. Reducing form length often increases completion. Micro moments matter. Small details shape the experience. Loading messages, confirmation texts, and small animations all affect how users feel. These moments may seem small, but they are remembered. Users also need control. They want to undo actions. They want to change settings. They want to feel that the system works for them, not against them. Error prevention is better than error correction. Good experiences prevent mistakes before they happen. Clear instructions and smart defaults help users succeed. User experience changes over time. A new user needs guidance. An advanced user needs speed. Good systems respect both. They grow with the user. Trust signals are part of experience. Clear pricing, honest messages, and visible support options increase confidence. Hidden information reduces trust. From a business point of view, user experience reduces cost. Fewer questions mean less support. Clear flows mean fewer errors. Happy users stay longer. User experience is how a user lives the product. It is the sum of many small interactions. Each interaction creates a thought. Each thought creates a feeling. These feelings decide if the user stays or leaves. User experience is not something added at the end. It must be part of the product from the beginning. When experience is ignored early, problems appear later. Fixing experience late is harder and more expensive. The base of user experience is empathy. Empathy means trying to see the product from the user's point of view. The user does not know internal rules. The user does not know company goals. The user only knows what they see and feel. Users want clarity. They want to understand quickly. When something is unclear, the user stops. Stopping is dangerous. Stopping often leads to leaving. Good user experience keeps momentum. When a person interacts with a product or service, they go through many steps. Each step affects their feelings. Each step affects their thoughts. Together, these steps create the overall experience of using the product. The journey starts before the person even touches the product and continues long after the first use. The first moment is very important. It begins when the person hears about the product. This can happen through an advertisement, a friend, a message, a review, or a website. In this moment, the person forms expectations. Expectations are very powerful. If the product matches what the person expects, they feel trust and confidence. If the product is very different from what they expect, they feel disappointment. When someone opens a website or app for the first time, they try to understand it immediately. They scan the page. They look for clues about what the product does, and if it can help them. Clear structure, simple language, and easy navigation make this moment positive. Confusing pages create hesitation and frustration. A good journey reduces effort. People do not want to think too much. Every extra click, every extra step, every confusing message adds friction. Friction makes people leave. A product that guides naturally helps the person move forward with confidence. Each screen should have purpose. Important actions should be visible. Less important actions should not distract attention. Buttons, links, forms, and menus should be simple and easy to understand. Predictable layouts make the process logical and calm. Unpredictable layouts make the person feel lost. Language is a critical tool. Words must be simple. Sentences must be short. Labels must be clear. Words guide actions. Words create trust. Confusing or clever words can slow progress and create mistakes. Speed affects how people feel. Fast loading times create positive feelings. Slow reactions create frustration. Even a small delay can make people doubt the reliability of the product. Fast systems feel professional, modern, and trustworthy. Consistency is also essential. Elements that look and behave the same way reduce effort. Users do not have to relearn patterns. Consistent buttons, colors, fonts, and behaviors help people feel safe. Safety creates confidence. Confidence encourages action. Errors are inevitable. People make mistakes. They enter wrong data. They click the wrong button. A good system handles these errors gracefully. Error messages should be clear, polite, and helpful. They should explain what went wrong and how to fix it. Blaming the person creates frustration. Feedback is important in every step. When a person clicks or types, the system should respond. When an action is complete, there should be confirmation. Feedback tells the person that the system is working and that their action is successful. Silence creates doubt. Time is valuable. Long processes feel heavy. Short, efficient processes feel respectful. Asking only for necessary information and providing clear steps helps the person complete tasks faster. Every unnecessary step increases the risk of abandonment. Control is another key factor. People want to feel in charge. They want to undo mistakes. They want to review actions. Feeling in control reduces fear, stress, and hesitation. Emotion is always present. Even in simple tools, people want to feel safe, capable, and successful. Small positive moments like confirmation messages, progress indicators, and encouraging words create trust and satisfaction. Accessibility is critical. The product should be usable by everyone, including people with different abilities. Clear contrast, readable fonts, and simple navigation improve usability for everyone. Accessibility improves quality, not only compliance. First-time users need extra help. Clear onboarding, short explanations, tooltips, and step-by-step guidance reduce confusion and increase engagement. Long or complicated onboarding can make people leave before they start. Returning users have different needs. They want speed and efficiency. They already understand the basics. They want shortcuts, saved preferences, and fast actions. The product should adapt to their growing experience. Support interactions are part of the journey. Emails, chat, help articles, and customer service calls influence feelings. Good support can fix a small problem and increase loyalty. Bad support can ruin confidence and create negative perception. The journey is influenced by all teams. Marketing sets expectations. Design creates structure. Development builds behavior. Support handles problems. Every interaction, every message, every feature affects the overall perception. From a business perspective, smooth journeys reduce costs. People ask fewer questions. People make fewer mistakes. People convert more. Growth becomes easier and less expensive. Friction creates loss. Friction increases frustration. Frustration increases churn. Friction is expensive to fix after launch. Continuous observation and improvement are necessary to reduce friction over time. Learning is continuous. Teams observe real people. They collect feedback. They test improvements. Small changes repeated often have a big impact over time. Iteration is the key to lasting success.